wonderful people, good day and welcome to my channel. On this episode, we'll be cutting this bubu trendy or kaftan dress using damask, or you can call it brocade material, and I'll be using about 5 yards of fabric to recreate this style. So the first thing you need for the cutting process will be your pattern paper, because we are going to slash and spread. Now you're going to be joining your pattern paper into two, which you see me doing in this video, to make the length a bit long. I'll be working with 58 inches for the length, then I'm going to add extra 7 to 8 inches for extra length. This is because after doing the pleat at the front and joining the gown, you might discover that the length of the gown would be short. So to avoid things like that, it is preferably you add extra length. So after taking the full length, I'm going to line out the bust point, the underbust, the waist and the hip measurement, and also the new length, because I'll be needing that. So after that, I would go ahead to take the shoulder. I'm going to be dividing the shoulder by 2. So I think the shoulder is 17 inches divided by 2. Then I added extra 6.5 inches for the cape on the shoulder, then extra 1.5 inches. So I have my shoulder, extra 6.5 and 1.5 inches. So after that, I came down by 10 inches for the armhole. After taking the armhole, I added extra 1 inch for the armhole. So instead of 10, I have 11 inches, because I'm also going to do a shoulder slope by ½ inch, so I'll be having 10.5 inch. So after that, I went ahead to take the bust measurement. Now for the round body, I'll be using the hip measurement for the round body. So the hip is 53, divided that by 4, and then I added extra 3 inches allowance. Now over to the hip, I made it 4 extra inches allowance. Then on the new line, I reduced it back by 1 inch and made use of 3 extra inches allowance. So 53 divided by 4 plus extra 3 inches on the hip line should be extra 4. So after that, I'll just connect everything together. I went ahead to take my shoulder slope by ½ inch, and then for the neck, I'll be using 3.5 inches wide by 2 inches depth. So I think I used about 1.5 inches depth for this, then 3.5 inches wide. After that, I just went ahead to cut out what I have on the pattern. Now the next step is to place this pattern on the fabric and then just cut out exactly what I have on the pattern. Now this is going to serve as the back side. So now that we're done cutting out the back side, we will now focus on the front. For the front, I'm going to measure out the neckline first. So I'll be coming down by 8 to 9 inches. You can use 8 inches deep or 9 inches deep. I think that's going to sit well. Then for the round curve for the neck, I'll be using 3.5 inches. So please look at this place closely, because this is the major part of the style. So on the waistline, I went up by 1 inch. The waist is 17 inches. I went 1 inch up. That's 16 inches. I'm going to chop that out. Then from that 16 inches, if you look at the front of the dress, the middle side of the front, you'll discover that there's a gap that's in between that middle, and that's not going to be more than 7 inches. So you come down by the side and then you chalk out that 7 inches. And after you've rolled that 7 inches out, on the hip line, you're going to come down by 7 to 8 inches as well. From the hip line, where you came down by 8 inches, you're going to connect up to the 7 inches. Now we're going to notch out the hip line. This is going to guide us through into sewing the dress, and after notching that, we'll just go ahead to cut out the pattern. I'll get a paper and transfer that same pattern on it. One is going to serve as a guide through of how the main dress for the front will look like, while the other I'll be using the other one for the slash and spread method. So let's just go ahead to cut this out. After cutting that out, I'll take one piece of the pattern and then use my tape rule to measure half inch on that 7 inches length on the midpoint. So from that midpoint, I'm just going to use my free hand to create a curve from the midpoint to the edge. So I'm just going to use my free hand to play around it, something like this. The next thing I'm going to do is to use my pen to number it. After numbering it, I'll just use my scissors to cut them out. After cutting out, you should be having something like this. Now you're going to take this over to your fabric, fold it into two, and then you now place your pattern. You can leave about 2 inch in between or 1 inch for it to have that pleating effect. Now that we are done cutting both the front and the back, you take this over to your table and you are going to iron the plinting area, that's the hip side. You're when I was cutting the material, I left about 2 inches interval for the slash and spread pattern around the hip area. So this is what I am also going to do on the fabric here. I'll just use my tape rule to measure about 2 inches from the start point to where it is supposed to end. So you can place your pattern on your fabric to know where your plinting will start from, and then after doing your plinting, the other part of the hip that we did not cut, you place it on the material to know if your plinting is enough on that area. So that was how I was able to get where to stop on my plinting and also where to start. I'll just use my iron to iron the both side, both the left and the right side of the hip, and then we'll come back to show you guys. Now that we're done with the plinting, we are going to create a plinting in the middle. But for this dress, I'll be using gathers instead. So to get the midpoint, I'll just fold it into two, then use my iron to press out the midpoint so that I know where to sew on. I'll take that over to my machine and then I'll just run a loose stitch on the fabric. So after that, I should be having something like this. I'll give this a good press just to bring out the plint, and after that I'm just going to look for pieces, and then I will cut about 4 inches wide to 7.5 inches long. And this is because when we sew or fold, we'll be having 7 inches, since we are working on 7 inches at the midpoint. So I would sew that pieces, and this is it over here. I'll just place it on that gathers and I'll run a straight stitch on it. And after doing that, I should be having something like this. Now you can see that the beauty of this dress is already coming out. I went ahead to turn the neck and also join the shoulder. So the next thing we'll be doing now is to sew the cape. I really do not know the actual name for it, but the collar on the shoulder, I'll try to put the picture here. That is what we'll be sewing now. And to achieve that, I will take my shoulder measurement. So for this shoulder, like I said, I will be using 17 inches for the shoulder, but I'm just going to go in by 2 inches. So I'll be using 15 inches for the shoulder so that the cape does not really come out from the actual shoulder. So let's make use of 15 inches. So you remove 2 inches from your actual shoulder and then you measure your 6.5 inches. After you measure your 6.5 inches, you are going to get an art stay. Cut that art stay and then also match the midpoint. Place it on that place where you chalk your shoulder measurement and the 6.5 inches, and you're going to be having 3 inches or 2.5 inches to sew on. So you're just going to sew a pointed slant from the shoulder points to the under bust. Also make sure you iron this before you take it over to your machine to sew. After sewing the cape, the next thing we'll do is to join the body of the sleeve. So just go ahead to sew both sides of your bubu dress, and your bubu dress is half done. So we're going to focus on the sleeve, and for the sleeve, I would, instead of hemming it the normal way, I would just sew on it. So it's going to have is sew on. So for the fabric I'll be sewing on, I went ahead to attach a paper stay on it, then attach it to the sleeve. For the length of the sleeve, I think I used about 22 inches plus the extra one that I attached, so it should be around 24 inches. Then after that, I'm going to run a pleat in the middle of the sleeve. So I'm just going to go down by 8 inches, then I am going to measure 2 inches interval to run a stitch. It's something very simple. By the time you're done with the printing, you should be having something like this. You take it over to your iron and then you give it a good press. Finally, you can go ahead to attach your sleeve to your Bubu dress. And with that, our amazing pleated Damask Bubu dress is ready. This is the final result. This is the front view, and the sleeve, the cape, this is how it is looking. And hope this tutorial was helpful, and I hope you were able to watch from beginning to the end. And if you're still here, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and also give this video a thumbs up to see more of my video. And you can also leave a comment in the comment section. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.